You expect the VA to question your records, but not your integrity. That's the part nobody talks about, what this process does to your head. When I filed my first VA claim, I thought the hard part was going to be the paperwork. It wasn't. The hard part was the process and what it did to my head. I've talked to a lot of you. 10% for 10 years. 27 years at 30%. Some who didn't even file until another vet said, "Hey man, you can do that." You weren't lazy. You were tired of being ignored. If you're one of those people, then this video is for you. Welcome to Scuttlebutt Vet. I'm Paul, a Navy veteran. And everything I talk about here, I've lived. I've been lowballed, I've been denied, appealed, and fought for every step until I hit that 100% PNT. Here we don't sugarcoat it. We fight smarter, not harder. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and join the crew. I've got your 6. And hey, do me a favor. Watch this video all the way through to the end. When you finish a video, YouTube actually pushes it out to more vets who need this info. So even just by watching all the way through, you're helping another vet get what they've earned. And if you stick around to the end, I'll show you how to grab the same free tools I've used, plus a brand new one a bunch of you have asked for. And if you're in the fight right now, tap that like button. It helps us reach more vets sitting at 10%, who should really be at 70, 90, or even 100%. All right, let's get into it. This VA process isn't just a claim. It's an adversarial system. Like one of the shipmates said in the comments, you have to represent yourself like it's in court. That's real. The VA isn't going to build the claim for you. And realizing that can mess with your head. Because you start thinking, am I the problem? No, you're not. You're just in a system that responds to evidence, not emotion. You can send 60 pages of records and get a form letter that looks like nobody can read it. You can walk into a CMP exam and feel like the whole thing's built to find a way to say no. And every time that happens, it chips away at you. You start wondering if it's even worth the fight. That's not weakness. That's exhaustion. That's what happens when you have to prove your pain over and over and over again. When you live inside this system long enough, it starts to rewire how you think. You start expecting bad news. You stop hoping for good ones. And before you know it, the VA isn't just in your inbox, it's in your head. So let's talk about the 3 biggest mental hits that this process throws at you. Number 1, the denial after years. Some of you have waited decades, and when that denial letter comes, it's not just a piece of paper. It's a punch to the gut. I still remember my first denial. I spent weeks gathering records, cross-checking everything. When that letter showed up, and the language was so cold, it didn't even sound human. It said, "No nexus established." That's all. 3 words erased years of pain. That's when the anger hits. Not because of the money, because you realize they didn't even see you. And that's what breaks most vets. They feel invisible. Number 2, the low ball. The low ball is worse in some ways. It's the VA saying, yeah, we see you, but not enough. You know your body's failing. You know it's falling apart. You can't work like you used to. But that letter says, you're only worth 10%. I'd had shipmates tell me they'd rather get denied than get insulted like that. One guy made a comment. It's like they looked at my service and said, thanks for the discount version of suffering. That sticks with you. And when you spent 20 years trained to push through the pain, the low ball feeds the same lie that you're overreacting and that you don't deserve more. Number 3 is the question. Why did you wait so long? This one hurts on a deeper level because it's not just bureaucratic, it's personal. They're questioning your story. I've heard that one too many times. I waited because I was working 2 jobs, raising kids, trying to stay afloat. And honestly, I didn't want to be that guy asking for help. So when you finally get brave enough to file and someone says, why now? It cuts deep. It's not about time. It's about finally choosing yourself after years of silence. Hey, if any of that sounds familiar, you're not alone, shipmate. Every comment on these videos tells a story like this one. And believe me, I've lived it too. Feel free to drop a comment and your story in the comments. You never know who will help just by sharing it. Half the time, another vet reads your story and realizes they're not the only one fighting the same battle. And that's how we build each other up, one story at a time. And since we're being real, let me tell you mine. Because I hit that point too. The point where I said, maybe 30% is good enough. But it wasn't. The problem wasn't that my body wasn't bad enough. It was that my file didn't tell the truth of what I was living. That's when I stopped waiting on the VSOs. I'm sorry. I'm sure there are some good ones out there. But the ones I had to work with, all they did was file an intent to file claim, and then they disappeared. So I became my own VSO. I pulled my own C-file. I read the CFR. I fixed what the denied letter told me to fix. And once I started doing that, the wins started happening. The VA doesn't award effort. It awards evidence. And when you understand that, the whole game changes. But even when you start winning, the fight doesn't really stop. Every call, every exam, every letter still takes a piece out of you. That's why I started focusing on something I'd ignored for years, protecting my head. Because if you don't, this process will wear you down before you ever get the win. I had to build habits that kept me grounded, things that reminded me who I was outside of the claim. It became my survival plan. And here's what it looked like for me and what I think might help you. Number 1, document everything. And I don't just mean for the VA, I mean for you. Because when you're in the thick of it, your brain starts lying to you. You think, maybe it's not that bad, or I'm overthinking it. No, write it down. That little spiral notebook next to my bed became my proof. Not just to the VA, but to myself that this was real. Date, symptom. What were you doing when it happened? How long did it last? I know it sounds tedious, but it turns emotion into evidence, and evidence wins claims. Number 2, 1 win a day. This process will bury you if you try to do it all at once. So I started setting one small mission every day. Maybe I uploaded a file. Maybe I learned one of the CFR codes. Maybe I wrote a paragraph on my statement. 1 win a day keeps you moving forward. Because if you don't track progress, it all starts to blur together. Momentum is medicine. Number 3, keep the VA out of the family time. And this one's hard because the VA creeps into everything. You'll be at the dinner thinking about the CMP report, or lying in bed rehearsing what you should say or what you should have said. I had to make a rule. When the laptop closes, the VA stays closed. And for those few hours, I let myself just be Paul again. A husband, a dad, not a claimant. That reset kept me sane. And your family deserves that part of you too. And the truth is, you fight better when you remember who you are fighting for. Number 4, stay connected to other vets, like this channel. Every success story you've seen in the comments has that one thing in common. Nobody fought alone. There were nights when I almost quit until another vet messaged me saying, "Hey, you're close. Don't stop now." That's why I built this channel. Because even though we have our own claims each of us is working on, it's still the same battlefield. And sometimes the difference between giving up and getting through is hearing it from your buddy. You're not crazy. It's the system. Number 5, remember who you were before the claim. This one's big. It's easy to start measuring your worth by your rating. But you were someone before this claim. You served, you built things, you led people, you mattered. And I had to remind myself, this paperwork doesn't define me. It's just the fight I'm in right now. And when you start to lose sight of that, you start to lose yourself. You are more than your percentage. You're the reason the flag still flies. Remember that. All right. If you're ready to start tightening up your claim, I put together some tools I use to go from my 10% to 100% PNT. And you can grab them. AI Nexus letter prompt, a buddy statement template, a 5-step claim checklist, and now I'm adding the brand new personal statement prompt built from the requests that many of you have been asking me for. They're all free, and the links are down in the description. If you need help, you can drop a comment that says send help, and I'll make sure you get the packet personally. It's just one vet helping another. All right, on a side note, a lot of you have asked me what the new $35 Scuttlebutt vet membership and how does it work. So let me break it down real quick. We're calling it the Scuttlebutt Crew. Most of what I do right now happens through email. That's how we go line by line through your claim, your nexus letter drafts, or your appeal letters. Because I can actually read the details and respond thoughtfully. It's not about quick calls or rushed answers. It's about making sure you've got solid, well-written support that you can trust. Now, a lot of the vets told me, email alone, Paul, it just feels a little impersonal. And I get it. So for those who want a little bit more, they want the back and forth like we had in the service, I've set up a private Discord server just for those members. It's a space where you can ask questions, swap progress updates, or just talk to another vet who gets it. It's a member only, which keeps it safe and respectful. No noise, no spam, no randoms, just real people helping each other out through the process. If you need that one-on-one guidance each month, or if you want a small community that actually understands what you're dealing with, the link's going to be below in the description. And if that's not for you, that's fine too. Keep using the free tools. I'll keep posting them right here on this channel because the goal's the same either way. Helping vets fight smarter and win their claims. Look, I know this process is ugly. A lot of you were denied 20 years ago and gave up. It's time to get back into the game. The VA doesn't award effort. It awards evidence. But you don't have to build that evidence alone. If this video helped you, drop a comment and tell me where you're at in your VA journey. And share it with the other vets who's sitting at 10% and thinking that's all they deserve. We don't quit. We adapt. We fight smarter. And we take care of our own. Bravo Zulu, shipmates. Until next video, fair winds and following seas.